Welcome back to the Right Away After Party. My name's Kat,
And I'm Nick.
and we are here. We're struggling with the power of choosing the right word when you're writing for your sentences, paragraphs, and chapters.
Yes,
So this is part two.
part two.
Two, yeah. And Nick has the timer on this time, which
Yeah.
is good,
I
because I chose a different timer, just to keep
do.
things, interesting.
Yes.
And Nick, you were talking about the flavor of a sentence. Are we
Yeah.
going to talk about food here, Nick?
No, no. We're talking about flavor with your eyes. Words have like this delicious, nutritious flavor that kind of like just takes in your all your senses because that's what we do as writers, right? We write
Hmm.
all the senses. And because of that, that's kind of like the word I like to use when I talk about writing. I like to talk about like, adding a little bit of sprinkling of salts. Is it kind of spicy? Does it have like this, mild but like, like delicious flavor to it, the sentence. Not every sentence has to be a powerhouse. Not every sentence has to be like this smack in your face, like garlicky goodness. I mean, it could just be, a piece of rye toast. I don't know. I mean, just
Yeah.
every sentence has its own duty, and some sentences are just there for the heavy lifting, and some sentences are there to glow and kind of just spark something within you.
Interesting. Hmm.
So as a writer, you have to constantly think about that.
Interesting. So, where do you put your spiciest and most flavorful sentences? In dialogue or in description?
Well, oh, I thought you meant as location.
Oh, well, you could choose
I,
location as
I mean,
well.
I love a really good internal. Like I'm a sucker for a really good internal. Especially if it's something that like I really want to get across characterization. I really want to get across emotion. I really want to get across, the thoughts behind the action because not all action is going to be easy to interpret.
Yeah.
So a really good internal will help the reader,
So,
understand what
by
your intention is.
okay, by internal, you mean
The character's thoughts.
the
Yeah.
character's thought. Do you
Yeah.
go internals in other characters' thoughts or just your main character?
Well, no, you do just the POV, whatever character you
Hmm.
are writing from.
Hmm.
So I do a single POV most of the time. I don't usually do a dual POV, or I never have used the omniscient. I've never used omniscient before, so I wouldn't even know how to do that. So I think that's I personally don't like to read that way. I feel it's I like to read single character point of view.
Okay,
So and that's
that's
what
good.
I tend to
Yeah.
write. So, but no, I mean the thing is a beautiful thing about being a writer too is that when you put in those internals, sometimes she can, your character, he or she can make a judgment call on a different character, and that can put a different spin on your reader on that character too, because we all get influenced.
Can
So
you give me an example
So,
of
like, if you're writing a scene and your character's having this conversation, or maybe she's just observing somebody and she's like, oh, she does not look like a nice person. Or, oh my gosh, I can't stand the way she treated that girl. So like something like that could easily influence the reader into thinking, oh, that character is like someone to watch for, or that character,
Mhm.
I don't like that character. And they might not even pick that up. That might be such a subtle influence that they don't even like realize what you've just done, that you have
Hmm.
painted that character, and probably on purpose. So hopefully on purpose. So, I mean, there's such little things. So that's why I was talking about when you were saying, like, from that character's point of view. Yes, that character's point of view, but that character can influence how you feel, how the reader sees other characters. So even if that character comes up to you and tries to be nice, the character can also double down and be like, "Oh, now she wants to be nice to me," but
Mm.
I saw her how she treated that other person. So, like, you know, that would be an example.
Mm. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know you know that. I mean, I know you do it in your own way too. I mean, I've seen you do it with your characters.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of that. And I don't know, either it's the editor I have now who's steering me away from it,
Mm-hmm.
or I've kind of grown in a different direction.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yes, choosing the words for every sentence is so important
Yeah.
because to carry on using your example, it completely changes the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's just in a synonym when we find the right synonym to use.
Mm-hmm.
Because often we get stuck in a little box of our own words that we use all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm constantly looking back at the sentences, looking back at it, reading it aloud, going, okay, who is this character? And how is this? To me, my stories are very audio.
Hmm.
So I can hear the characters speaking.
Yeah.
Um, I don't do a whole lot of description because I am a very imaginative person. So I like to read books where I'm allowed to interpret the
Mm-hmm.
scene, the
Yeah.
space. I don't want to have pages and pages of them telling me, this is like this, and then there's this, and then there's that. I just like
Yeah.
flashes of.
I'm guilty of actually skipping descriptions
There you
sometimes.
go. Yeah. And it's choices. There are people who just luxuriate in reading those pages
Yeah.
because they possibly have a hard time imagining things themselves. But I
Yeah,
think,
that's that maybe I never knew that some writers don't see like they can't visualize their writing. They just visualize words and I never knew that. Like I
yeah.
never knew that was a thing. So like cuz me I when I write it's a whole movie happening. I don't even feel I feel it's kind of out of body for me sometimes when I'm writing.
Oh, we're
Like
going to talk about that in the next section.
okay.
I heard the timer going off in your room. This is the problem when we get started. We're like, we can't stop.
Well, this was a really good topic. I'm excited, and I hope that the audience, you know, whoever is listening to this and reading, watching this, understands that you know word choice is really important, and you know,
Come back.
get out that flip dictionary, get you know, expand your thoughts, and
Come
really
back for
use it.
part three.
We're gonna do part three. Okay.
All right. Bye, my loves.
All right, writer friends.